This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Kyle has an interesting question. If you could change any WrestleMania main event and make a match lower on the card, the main event, which would it be and why? It's got to be 18, right? You'd close with Hogan Rock.
Well, I don't think so.
You want the title to go on last?
Hogan Rock was such a special attraction. Look, hindsight's 2020 and it could have gone on last.
Right.
And I look at them through the years. I got one for you. WrestleMania 25. I think that Undertaker Shawn should have gone on last.
Okay. I can buy that.
Instead of Randy and Hunter.
The Rosen Coaster wants to know, if there's one match in wrestling history you could reproduce in cinematic form, what would it be and why?
For a lot of different reasons, WrestleMania 6, Hulk and Warrior. Because it was the two biggest stars in the business at the time. When you go back and you look at those iconic battles, God, could you imagine when you think of the open of WrestleMania 6 and through the eons or whatever the hell it was, and Neptune and Saturn collide, that kind of shit. When you think of some of the things that you could have done with that, no one would have bought it at that time, but that could have been one of those incredibly intense, insane. Andre Hulk, toppling the giant, fee fi fo fum, and a fucking beanstalk and all this other shit. Let the mind go wild, and you have enough of anything you can get out there.
Ken Brzezinski wants to know, do you think a snake pit type interview segment could work these days with a talent like a Bray Wyatt? It seems like it'd be pretty interesting. I think the gist here is Ken wants to know, would a set like that work? Or in this environment, do you think it's all got to be sort of what Jericho and Miz did, where it's a big monitor and a carpet, blah, blah, blah?
Well, I think there's a lot of things that could work. The answer to the question, Ken, is yes, it could work. And you just have to have the right talent to be able to pull something like that off. And there just aren't that many Brother Loves left.
Thank you for that. Josiah wants to know, what can you tell us about the origin of the Nation of Domination? And do you think a similar faction could exist in 2020?
I don't know if something like that could exist now. You never know. But it was a unique way to put Ron Simmons in a prominent spot and be able to protect Ron in the ring, because Ron was injured at the time, and we wanted to protect him and keep him healthy as long as we possibly could. And I think it was a strong group. Don't know that you could do that today. Well, I do know you probably couldn't do that today, not in the same form. But I thought it was a pretty damn cool group, and I thought it was a great avenue for Ron Simmons and The Rock.
Let me ask Vince's, you don't have to answer. Vince's reaction to The Rock becoming part owner of the XFL. That's another question that we got. Realistically, I imagine there's more to that story. What was your reaction to Rock being the guy announced this week as one of the people who are going to try to dust off the XFL for the third time?
Happy as shit for him. And knowing that, if you watch Ballers,
it's a real life episode.
Yeah. I mean, it really is. And it's a real Dwayne Johnson, goal. And this guy, speaking of hard work, I've never seen anybody other than Vince that works as hard as him. And he is constantly driven, has goals, and busts his ass and doesn't get anything for free. So I'm happy for him. I'm happy that it's staying alive, and I'm happy that someone that I know has a hand in molding it and being a part of it. So Rock has a love of football, always has. And for him to achieve that, I think that's cool as shit.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.